We are now live.com after party on the Hangout, Google Hangout, and I hope you are going to enjoy this. We got a few things to talk about. Some things it's like a talk show without a topic. Of course, if you know me, I am Wild West, and then we're gonna go down the line. Uh, Let everybody introduce themselves. So, starting with Maximum Devastation.
As usual, this is Maximum Devastation. I am the DJ manager for wyldstyle Radio. Hopefully, you guys do enjoy this.
Alright. Who's next?
Yeah, you are. If you want to.
I'm next, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
I am Blackest DMF at WSR. I'm on air from like every Sunday from 4 to 7 Eastern Time. That's why I catch my show sometimes. Alright. Who's next?
Oh, Callie, I guess.
Huh?
Huh?
Huh? Huh?
Connecting.
Introduce yourself, lady.
Alright. Hey everybody, this is Callie and I am the Dev Team Manager on IMVU for WSR.
You know, as she said, huh? What? It reminded me of a song from Guns N' Roses called Night Train. Little, little space brain one more time.
Wow.
that sounds about right. That's what I was thinking too.
All right, Toast, go ahead and introduce yourself, buddy.
DJ Toast here. That's me. Weeknights, the midnight shift Eastern, 9 p.m. over here, and of course, if you on Mondays, right after Maximum Devastation.
Alright, DJ Ice Baby.
Hey guys, it's Ice. I am a partner of wyldstyle Radio, and I don't DJ as yet. I'm more behind the scenes, the puppet master, if you will. No, I'm kidding. But yeah. Hey guys, what's up?
You know you're not kidding. You're not kidding.
Remember, behind every good DJ is a woman rolling around.
That's a fact.
But anyway, let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty. Okay, I'll shut up.
Oi.
Sorry. This reminded me of the song. I once got busy in the Burger King bathroom. No, that's never happened. Maybe one day, but
Uh-huh.
Bullshit.
I don't know.
We'll make sure it's clean.
I'm calling bullshit on that
That better be one pristine bathroom right there.
one.
Yeah, and then you have to figure out what I do in the men's bathroom or the women's bathroom.
See?
The women's bathroom is probably cleaner.
Yeah.
I'd imagine so,
No, just no.
yeah.
Yes,
They're
no.
getting caught, man. They go in there.
Yeah, just no. No.
All right,
Anyway,
well
moving on.
maybe it's not that good of an idea. It's just part of that song. Okay. But anyway.
Hey, it kind of reminds me of that dirty nursery rhyme from Two Live Crew.
Oh hell.
Here for a while, you started it.
Yeah, I did.
Them dudes
You know
are
how
fucking
us
hilarious
ADHD people
too.
are.
I'll just let everybody know this is an over 18 hangout, so you do have to be 18 to watch it. If you do have kids around, make sure you're there and make sure they understand that we're not trying to teach them anything naughty or dirty or anything. So I don't need anybody coming around here saying that we cause them to cuss. or say something about stuff they don't need to be. Uh,
Shoot, nowadays I think they know more than we do.
they probably do, but I don't want to be the responsible party.
Right.
But anyway, I don't know anybody that I'm talking to now watched the Billboard Awards last Sunday. If you did, let me know. If not, well, we're still going to talk about it.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't
I
either.
never watched TV.
How much did this one out? Probably.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it, but I did see a clip of something interesting.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you could probably go back on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. It's probably all over the place. It was kind of creepy. They had a hologram of Michael Jackson performing on stage, and it looked so real you thought it was him.
Yeah,
Holy shit!
like you had to
Yeah.
stare.
Wow.
The only thing that made it knew it wasn't him when he did the moonwalk, it wasn't all that great. They messed up with the moonwalk.
It was a fucking imposter.
Oh yeah, you could tell it wasn't really him caused the moonwalk. But other than that, you would have really thought it was actually him on that stage doing his dance, singing a new song that just came out that was on his last album before he died. It was coming out right after, like a couple months after he died. So they finally released it.
Yeah, so it was unreleased then.
Yeah, no, it's been released. He sung one of the songs. I think it's called Escape. I can't remember. I think that's the name of the album. But
That sounds about right.
Yeah, the cover art for that album is pretty creepy in and of itself.
Yeah. And welcome Crystal to the call.
Speaking of Michael Jackson, though, there are rumors out and about him. I don't believe that shit.
About him being still alive, or
No, about him being a fucking sicko.
yeah, there's so many rumors that what he's done in his personal life. I don't believe it. You know, I mean, it's everybody's opinion, and I guess you leave it with the guy. Only God knows. That's between him and God and all that stuff. But I don't think he did it. It was just people probably saying he's got a lot of money. We can get a lot of money out of him for even just saying it. So that's my opinion about it. If anybody else has an opinion about it.
Well, I heard a while back that his doctor went down for a murder charge.
Really?
Yeah, they had him on trial for a while.
Yeah, for ODing him. Because on medications and shit, they gave him too much.
Yeah, I don't know if it was him murder or.
It was on the radio
Yeah,
last year.
yeah, I remember them saying something about that.
Mhm.
I don't know if he could ever prove that either way with that because he might have wanted too much and the doctor just went ahead and gave it to him. I don't know. So
Yeah, who knows?
yeah, I mean, I think it's just something that you'll never know. I guess it's just like the Elvis, kind of mysterious kind of ways.
Okay, guys, I don't mean to interrupt, but we got a shy one here. We're going to have to break her from that.
Hi, Crystal.
Oh boy.
Come on, Crystal, you can do it. Go ahead and talk to us. Say hello. Announce who you are.
They're gonna keep bugging you until you do. You might as well do it.
The sooner you do it, the easier it is.
Yeah, Senator.
Say hi.
Oh, wait a minute. She says that she can't hear anything yet.
Ew. Well, that's a different story.
Yeah, it is.
I think she's just playing possum.
Yeah, like Toasty was when he told me that the cab broke.
It did.
It did not.
No.
Uh-huh.
It's on a break, man. It worked all day. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Let it sleep. It's tired.
But anyway, I'm trying to think what else. Speaking of the Michael Jackson thing with the mysterious ways of dying, another note: Elvis died at the age of 42, and that was the same age his mom died at the age of 42.
I didn't know that.
Oh
Yeah, so,
wow.
yeah. So it doesn't really pan out to be the king of rock or king of pop. Uh,
All
so,
right.
but anyway, does anybody got anything else they want to bring up at this time before?
Yeah, it's really creepy. If they can do that with Michael Jackson, who knows what else they can do?
Next thing is going to be Elvis.
Oh, forget it.
Elvis has came out with a new album in 2014.
I don't think that they will give him a new album because they can't.
Or Kurt Cobain.
They just
Or
like
something.
go rummage through his stuff. Look, it's a recipe for some nasty crap. Let's make it a song. Hey, everybody, Elvis's new song.
Hell, Elvis
I see-
Presley. Or Kurt Cobain. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, I mean just ones that, or Tupac or
Something, yeah.
Well, they already did Tupac with the whole hologram thing.
they
Unless they
did.
revisit. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that
I forgot what it was, but some another award show where they did his hologram rapping with somebody. I don't remember.
The
Yeah, I
fuck?
think it was like a
either.
year after he died. They did that.
Yeah.
Okay,
think-
Crystal can't hear us now.
Aw.
Yeah.
All right, Crystal, unmute your mic and tell us who you are.
But anyway, the only thing that I remember them doing was with Hank Jr. and Hank Sr. They had Hank Jr. on a TV screen. They cut it to where Hank Jr. could sing. Uh, but
That
yeah,
I seen.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, they did that with Frank Sinatra on the duets.
Yep.
They did that with the tribute to John Bonham from Zeppelin and his son, Jason.
Yeah. There's a lot of things they do that you just like. What are they gonna do next? And only thing with Elvis, they'd probably just have him sing one of his old songs and do his hip toss thing or whatever it's called. That on the Ed Sullivan show they had him. They cut that part and make sure they just showed waist up on TV because they thought it was too explicit at the
Cheers.
time. And now you see what they show on TV is like, yeah, that's just nothing.
Yeah, seriously.
But does anybody else got anything?
No?
Oh, mine went blank.
Yeah, it does
I know
remind me
how
though.
that goes.
Go
It-
ahead.
It reminds me of when Aaliyah died, how big of a deal it was. It reminds me of a conversation I had with one of my friends, and we were just kind of, thinking about it now, we're a little sick in the head. But we were talking like, what would happen if all the big time celebrities at that time like just up and died somehow, like on a cruise ship, they just crashed and drowned. We just
Yeah.
started like thinking of all these ways they would try to honor them, and then how it would get overboard.
Yeah. You have to realize too, as many times people travel these days, and how many of them that travel. I wonder why there's not more casualties of superstars and celebrities.
Mhm.
With football, baseball, basketball, hockey, all the sports, all the actors and actresses going, musicians, you just wonder how can they not have more tragedies? As you had Stevie Ray Vaughan die in a plane crash, the lead singer of Leonard Skinner, Buddy Holly, uh, and the other couple that was traveling with him.
Richard Valens.
Yeah, and I was back, you know, mid '80s and older, so you can.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna take a break, and after the break, we're probably gonna talk a little bit about speaking of superstars, characters in movies, comics, and TV shows, and whatever else, uh,
All right.
and all that. But don't forget, we're gonna get one day get all the replays uh, of the Google Hangout edited and put on wyldstyleradio.com, and you can also hear us on TuneIn Radio on your smartphones, your tablets, so you'll always have wyldstyleradio.com with you at all times. But anyway, we're gonna take a break, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes. So till then, we'll be right back.
After these messages.
We'll be right back. I'm always gonna say that.
I knew that was coming.
I'm not even going to comment.
Really? That's a first.
It is the first.
I'm saving them for later.
Oh, oh, jeez.
I'm only getting started. I'm a major smartass.
Okay, so I don't think you were here when we started doing this, but when we go on break, we just mute our mics and then we'll be back.
All right.
From break.
All right, this is Maximum Devastation right here at Wyldstyle Hangouts, the after party. Don't forget to check out Wyldstyle Radio merchandise from CapeExpress.com. Just click on the banner on the site on Wyldstyle Radio, merch and wilds.
What's up, everybody? I guess we are technically back. Some probably not back from break yet, but that's all right. Uh,
Alrighty, I am here too.
all right. I think we got Callie. Yep. There's Toast. I think Ice is here too.
I'm here.
Yay!
Yay.
Mr. Black will be right back. He stepped away from the computer for a little bit, so he will be back with us here shortly.
Alrighty. We're probably gonna start doing this next week. We might try a little bit. The next hangout next week at after my set, like we always do on Saturday night. But I have people, if y'all wanna ask one of us questions, we'll try to set it up to where y'all can get us some messages.
Oh, the Q&A thing.
Yeah. And then there was something else, and it just if anybody has any idea of what, say, hey, y'all want us to talk about a certain subject, you can email me at wyldwestwsr@gmail.com or owner@wyldstyleradio.com, or you can email anybody that's in this panel right now that can relay it. So anyway, I think Ice had an idea of wanting to do the next one, so I'm going to let her. We'll go back. We'll kind of let her take control of this if she wants.
What did I miss?
I'm taking control.
Uh-oh, we're all doomed
You
They're
should
all
have
fucked now.
like man.
Now we're all fucked.
Okay, let me stop. Alright, so, for the longest time I've been obsessed with, like, costumes and props and set and whatnot, and that led to an interest of cosplay. And I was looking at some amazing cosplay. For those who don't know what cosplay is, it's basically costumes of favorite characters from movies, anime, cartoons, comic books, blah blah blah. So I had a thought that I could ask each and every one of you if you had a character that you would either dress up as, or just, if you could in some alternate universe, be, and why. And you got like up to 5 characters to list, because there's some of us who are just very indecisive, namely me. So who wants to go first?
I will.
Cool.
Actually, I have always wanted to dress up like the characters in Hellraiser, the CD Man, Pinhead, all of those. Those are actually pretty neat looking costumes. It takes a lot of time to do that. I remember when I was living in Vegas, I had a neighbor that actually dressed up like Pinhead. It took him actually like all day to get all the needles to look right in his head. Do the fake skin and have it colored just right and everything else. I mean, it looked so realistic, and it really inspired me because they do a Halloween costume competition every year, and he actually got first place in it.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was pretty
awesome.
neat. It was very awesome, and I think the first place prize was like $5,000 cash.
Whoa.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
But yeah, that really intrigued me on the Hellraiser thing. So and plus I like how they made the most of the characters in there. It was pretty neat.
Yeah, some pretty crazy looking stuff.
Yeah, Pinhead is probably a artwork, having all them pins and gotta watch yourself. Stab yourself and
Don't
stab
get
other
too close
people.
to anybody else.
Yep, yep.
My
And
bestie
totally
is
step up.
obsessed with Pinhead.
Yeah, I think he actually used real nails. What he did is he actually rounded off the edges, of course, the points and everything else, and cut off the head of the nail so it would actually stick into the fake skin, and it looked real. I mean, everything looked real.
Wow,
Mm.
that's incredible.
It is.
Okay, so who's next?
No, I guess I can.
Probably. Go ahead.
No, all right. Well, mine just I only got one thing. I would dress up like a brown coat out of Serenity and Firefly. That's what I would want to cosplay. But what I really would like to do in that kind of thing for cosplays, I'd like to be a fabricator, making pieces for people's costumes that are you can't buy.
No, that's a good answer.
Yeah, that was. I don't think anybody could top that. At least I don't. I don't think I could top it. But
I mean, that's awesome because then you could technically say, I've been a part of every one of you. I am every character. What?
Well, I think my big thing would just be seeing it out there.
I don't know if I want to be everybody.
Probably not.
That's really some huge shoes to fill. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
all right, whoever wants to go next.
Don't be shy.
I never really got into the whole thing. I never got into that, so yeah.
Well,
I-
growing up, like, was there anybody, any character or whatever?
Not really, no.
Oh,
I don't watch that much TV when I was a kid. I mostly hung out outside most of the time.
Yeah, that's old school right there. You know.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
I remember doing that too. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, I used to watch movies, but I can't sit down in front of a TV and watch TV series, stuff like that. I'm too motivated to do that. I can't sit still.
Same here. I still can't.
Well, I'm sure most of the people here complain about the kids of this day being the way they were, considering we were probably all out until dark getting yelled at to come home.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know,
we're like, oh mom, or oh dad, we just don't want to come in yet. We're not ready.
yeah, that's the way I was most of the time.
Mosquitoes
So,
ain't out yet.
always outside. I mean, I did watch movies and some, like maybe The Dukes of Hazzard or
Mm.
The A-Team, and that's about it really. The Airwolf, I think, for a little while. Maybe a few others. I don't remember, but that's the ones that when I was a kid. It's not non-movie. And I guess as I'm talking now, I guess I'll give you my little cosplay thing.
well, don't forget, it doesn't have to be a movie. It could be from a comic book. It could be from a book that you've read. It could be
A video
whatever.
game.
A character.
TV show, whatever.
Could be even a character from a painting you've seen.
Yeah, I mean, well, I've got a few. Uh, and I'll go ahead and let you know as well. I'll tell you what I would like to be and what I've done before, like when I was 18 or 19 on Halloween. But of course, Star Wars is my favorite. I would say I always like having the cloak on, being like a Jedi or a Sith Lord. Then of course Mortal Kombat, Scorpion or Sub-Zero. I think I would love to have their costumes.
Yeah, those costumes are pretty killer.
Yeah.
I agree.
Could you imagine having a real lightsaber?
Yeah.
Oh.
If I had a lightsaber, everybody should watch out.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think we're all safe because we're all.
I don't know. Come on,
Too far away.
we're talking about DJ Wild here. Nobody's safe when he's got a lightsaber.
Good point. We're all
Ah,
we're all screwed then.
oh,
Every one of us.
other than that, back in the day, now I do watch wrestling. So this is like a slash movie slash wrestling. If you knew Sting from wrestling and the Crow, you know how he got in. I actually done this for Halloween one time. I actually
Yep.
got the white makeup. I actually done the Sting version where you had two lines going down with one going up, and had the trench coat on, and I have done that before, but that was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Oh,
Does anybody remember the Ultimate Warrior?
Yep.
I
Yeah.
do.
yeah, he died like 3 days after he was put in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Yep, you got to
I
have
heard
it.
about that.
You got to be on live TV one more time in the ring.
Yeah, he got to do his thing before he died, so that's a good thing, you know. And I was thinking about putting the face paint on for NorwestCon, and Toast can tell you about NorwestCon. You see a lot of costumes, and
Oh yeah.
Ice can tell you as well now because she went this past time. Uh, and my first year, I got to see someone actually dress up like Darth Maul, and to the T. The
Oh
guy
wow.
had he was to the T, looked just like him. There was no flaw on that costume. The face, the head, he was done upright. But anyway, whoever's next.
Callie.
Tabletop dancer.
I think that's her ultimate dream.
I know, right? Doing
Yeah.
the hula dance on a tabletop there.
Callie.
Golly, I think she's being shy again. Know her.
She's like,
Yep.
fuck this, I'm walking away.
I'm here.
Oh, speak up.
Well, I don't actually know what character. I guess maybe Kitana from Mortal Kombat.
Yes, she's awesome.
I think that's actually the only character that I remember. It is.
Well, I'm glad she didn't say Scorpio or Scorpion. Get over here!
Oh,
Very interesting. A female scorpion.
I've seen a couple of those.
So have I. So have I.
yeah. Oh, I guess everybody's got their wish. I guess. Want to be. I guess.
I guess so.
Oh gosh. Whilst our radio going to wannabes.
Anything could happen. I call bullshit on that one totally.
Talk about Mortal Kombat. I think a costume that I would like to see someone do that would probably be very hard would be Baraka.
Or
Oh, yeah.
Goro.
Mhm.
Yeah, or Goro. One of them would.
Could you imagine them actually stretching their arms?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be nuts. That would be nuts.
Definitely. Definitely.
Or Sub-Zero would be pretty interesting too.
Yeah.
Some people got some serious, like, on-point Sub-Zero costumes. It's absurd.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Scorpion was always my favorite character. Sub-Zero was my second. I guess because of Scorpion, he had the hook and get over here.
Yeah.
I was just
Johnny Cage is pretty badass
Don't,
too.
It's like, get over here, bitch.
That sounds about right.
But
Take it like the whore that you are.
of course, someone's gonna
Sorry,
read.
I had to.
Wow. I knew that was coming. I just knew it.
Alright, I'm gonna ask the guys this. Which female character of the Mortal Kombat was the hottest or sexiest or prettiest? Or in your opinion?
I was never really into tunes, but you know,
Well, I was talking about the Mortal Kombat in either the game.
or the movie.
Yeah,
I
or
actually
the-
didn't get to see. I didn't get to see the movie, so I can't really comment on it. I don't even know who was in it.
If I gotta pick, I gotta say Sonya Blade.
Yeah, I was gonna. That was probably gonna be my pick with Katana right there with her.
Yep.
Exactly.
I messed it up for Melina. She takes off the mask and no.
Oh wow!
Oh, put it back on, bitch.
It's like a hibernation time then, huh?
Yeah. No.
I hope
No.
that didn't go over everybody's head there.
Hell, put a fucking bag on her fucking head.
Yeah. Keep the mask on, you know, because actually she was supposed to be like the evil twin of the Katana.
So, what are you saying? She's Butterface. You know, everything looks good, Butterface.
Well, she had the teeth just like Baraka.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's why, you know, you don't want to kiss her. Or do anything else, if you want to know what I mean.
Oh wow. That's a hell of an image. You know that, right?
Yeah.
That ruins the whole fucking movie.
Oh shit.
Even in the game, you know, that was the way I mean, whenever she done her finishing move,
Yeah.
she was alright until she took off the mask and was like, no.
Did
Like,
you
run,
play as
motherfucker,
Melina
run.
while you were up here?
What was that?
Did you play as Melina while you were up here?
No, I played as Scorpion, as always.
Okay, yeah, because they just get all up in her face when she does her move in Mortal Kombat 9 for Xbox. It's just
Yeah.
like right there.
Wow.
Yeah, that.
See something.
I'm sorry. That would give me nightmares.
Yeah, just and really the newest ones, you know how they do
The X-ray on their super attacks, that's so awesome and so sick
Yeah.
at the same time.
you know, and they got it so good they almost look real, you know, and of course as a guy, all the ladies on there is like, wow, you know, even some of them that I don't really remember because, you know, I got out of it for a while, so there's a few newer characters I don't know. But anyway, I guess it's time for.
Hey, I didn't answer.
I
That's why I was-
haven't seen the new games yet. I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, the Mortal Kombat 9. I can't remember what it's called. Ice would know.
MK9.
I haven't seen it yet.
Well, it's-
It's pretty sweet.
Is it? That's good.
yeah, most Mortal Kombat games are pretty good, no matter who's in it.
Wait a minute. Did I just see what I think I just saw?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Are they really doing a Mortal Kombat 10?
uh,
Oh
Most
my
likely.
gosh. I just got chills and hot flashes all at the same time.
Oh shit.
They
Flesh
really
Club.
are. If they're really doing this game, I'm going to be all over that. That's absurd. I can't wait.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Flesh.
Real.
I see a
Oh
flesh
my
club.
gosh. I'm sorry, I'm looking at screenshots and oh man. Sorry, I'm such a Nerd. Anyway.
Control your hormones there, Ice.
All right. Well,
Chill.
we're gonna let Ice tell her what she wants to do with her cosplay, and then we'll probably go on break a little after that. So go right ahead. The floor is yours.
Alright.
Clear your throat there.
No, let me stop.
Let me clear my throat.
Okay, so I'm gonna be super girly here. For the longest time, since I was 7, I wanted to be a Sailor Scout from Sailor Moon. The one I really wanted to be was Sailor Saturn, because she held the power to end the world if she wanted to. It's pretty cool. It's like, that's just some serious power and responsibility. And there's some other reasons, but I'm not going to go into it. And then the second character I wanted to be was Daria. I don't know if anybody remembered her from her show Daria on MTV.
MTV, yeah.
See, just like a woman always wants the total power.
Originally from me.
That's what I was thinking too.
And it's just pretty wicked. I mean, the character.
time for me to
Same thing.
No, you're fine, baby. You are. Yeah, I love Daria. Just her sense of humor and her quick wit, her intellect. She was just a really cool character when I was younger. Although watching the series and as I'm older now, I'm seeing stuff like, wow, yeah, the character really needs to grow up there. That was really immature, but whatever. But as a teenager, I really looked up to her. Being much of an outcast myself at school. So yeah, she was just pretty cool. And then third character is Kitana from Mortal Kombat, because she wears my favorite color, and she has bands with knives in them. Who does that? Seriously, it's like, hey, I'm real pretty, slice. Did I get you? Did I? You know. And then the last character is this really cool character I read about in a Peter S. Beagle book called The Innkeeper Song. Her name was Lal Comes In Kamso Lal, and she was this hardcore warrior who was this super famous sailor only because she was like one serious captain of her ship. All the men on her crew respected her. And when she had a mission to save her mentor and her teacher, like that was her main focus, and nothing could deter her. And she was just really really independent, really motivated. She was just a really cool character to read about. Even when he did a sequel, when Peter S. Beagle did a sequel, and we got to see her as an older woman, she was still kicking butt, like she was when she was much younger. And what I really loved about her is that she wasn't your typical female lead. She wasn't like super pretty or anything. You know, because of the salt of the sea air, her lips were chapped, and because she came from some weird convent, her hair was in some weird cornrows, and you know, she just wasn't very pretty to look at first. But once you got to know her and just find out how freaking awesome she was, you know, people just would do anything for her. And it wasn't because she intimidated them or bullied them or anything like that. It's just because of who she was. So yeah, that's it.
Nice.
No, wait, sorry. There's one more.
Uh-oh.
Xena.
Oh shit.
Oh, Xena. That's a name I
Xena.
haven't heard in a long time.
Oh my gosh. If there was a woman warrior who could kick butt, it was Xena. I mean, all you did was hear her yell, and guys would just crap in their pants. Like, yep, it's done. Forget it. Let's go home. It's a show. It's a wrap.
You do know the person the lady that played her had a very, very feminine voice, and she had to really change her voice to do that.
Yeah. Lucy Lawless.
Like
Yeah.
China from wrestling.
Yeah.
That's a huge bitch.
Yeah, but had a very soft voice, and like, it's almost like, I am Goro, hear me roar. Meow.
Exactly.
Well, if I remember correctly, I read an interview. That's what Christian Bale had to do for his voice. But in order to even feel the whole Bat put himself in the costume, otherwise he felt stupid. Basically, he's like, I felt like a complete idiot until I got into the costume and really had to force myself to be the Batman, and that's where that voice came from.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, yeah. With that series of Batman, it was like one of the darkest ones, I think, kind of. And Heath Ledger played the Joker, and he, you know, got into the role a little bit too much.
I still say the first three movies are the best ones.
Yeah, I think in a way they were it was a little, I don't know, it was done better, I guess.
Or the first two of them with
Uh,
Michael Keaton as
yeah,
Batman.
yeah, those are the two best ones.
He was the best Batman out of them
And
all.
yeah, I love the Batmobile.
Hmm.
I love that Batmobile. I would love to
Hmm.
have one. You
Oh yeah,
know,
definitely.
the third one and all the others, I was like, yeah, they changed a little bit too much.
They did, yeah.
And I've always liked what the Joker said. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? He
Mm.
was,
Oh, when he goes and he's has let his ass off. He
yeah,
falls from the building.
yeah, and he was still laughing, or that little thing was
Hmm.
laughing.
Hmm. The little pouch in his pocket was still laughing.
Yeah,
Perfect person for him too.
That was funny.
yeah. Jack Nicholson done a great job,
Yeah, he did.
I think
and
he nailed that one.
He was the best
yeah,
Joker.
yeah. Well, Heath Ledger actually called him about it to play the Joker in this, in the second one of this one that came out a couple years ago, and Jack warned him about one thing: you're gonna have to go dark. You're gonna have to go uh, to a different level, and you're gonna probably live it even outside the movie. And that's really what got Heath Ledger, and that's probably what helped him, you know,
Yeah,
overdose or something because he was actually in that dark moment.
yeah, yeah. But the way I look at it, yeah, he was with the newer movies to me. They're more like the graphic type of novels, whereas, like I said, Nicholson. I think he nailed the old one. That was more like towards comic books.
Yeah, I
With
mean he
type of
did, and I'm not going to take nothing away from Heath Ledger because he did play it good, and he was pretty damn dark if you know what I mean. My favorite scene in that movie was when he said, "You want to see a magic trick?" and put it through the guy, put the pencil through the guy's eye. That was like wow, you know, and just kept on smiling, didn't even flinch.
Why so serious?
Yeah.
put a smile on that face.
But anyway, we're gonna take a break. Uh,
Alright.
so when we come back, we might continue talking about some of the movies or characters, stuff like that, and we might go on something else if I can remember what I was thinking. Uh, but anyway, uh, we are from wildstyleradio.com for those who see this and don't understand, but we are from wildstyleradio.com. Go to the site, listen to us 24/7. Check the schedule for all the DJs that are live and everything good like that. So we're gonna take a break. We'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes. So till then, after these messages, we'll be right back. This is Wild West from wyldstyleradio.com. If you want to follow wyldstyleradio.com on Facebook or Twitter, just hit my page, go to the page right here on Hangout or Google Plus, and you can click there. You can also click DJ Wild West, which is my Facebook page. Also, Twitter is on there, both, and all the other stuff. So, anyway, we're back in the saddle again, and
Since when did the Aerosmith come into the house?
I don't know.
I was wondering the same thing.
You have to excuse me. Sometimes things that I say or something I hear, stuff like that, just comes in my head.
It's all good. I have to give you hell.
Fucking
anyway.
Steven Tyler.
I don't think I can scream like him.
Probably not.
Well, cut your nuts off, and I'm sure you could.
That ain't gonna happen.
I don't think DJ Ice would like that very well.
Probably not.
No.
No. Yeah, we're gonna go with no.
If she said yes, I'd have been scared.
If I said yes, I would have been scared.
She would have said yes, I'd have been scared too. It has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, and speaking of DJ Ice, I looked on Facebook for a second, and she posted a picture of Xena.
Just thinking about it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna get into past stories of being a farmer and a cowboy. And yeah, turning
Blanket
a bull
bull.
into a steer. Yeah, that is no fun. That is no fun.
Very
all.
dangerous. Very dangerous. All it is. Got that high risk of getting kicked, and that's not any fun at all.
Yeah, and you can't blame them. I wouldn't want to be in the situation. So
Cow tipping.
Makes me hurt every time I see it.
yeah. But anyway, I guess we was talking about movies, and I think Black said he's been watching Blades of Saddles or Blazing
Yeah.
Saddles.
Yep. Blazing Saddles.
Blades of saddles. No, that sounds about what we were just talking about.
It's like metal up the ass, literally.
At that point, I wouldn't have to cut anything off. I think that saddle would have done the job for you.
Wouldn't have to worry about glue anymore either. I think you'd be stuck there.
I
At
I
that
am
point, I wouldn't
logging
be saving a wild or a horse.
out of Skype now.
So yeah, we was talking about movies and TV shows, and as I said, Ice posted a picture of Xena on Facebook. And so yeah, I figures.
Actually, that's not her. That's this
Not?
woman who, yeah, it's not her. It is not Lucy Lawless. That's some woman who dresses up like her for cosplay and goes all over the place. There's a girl who goes with her, looks exactly like Gabrielle. It's crazy. And on her page, she has a picture of herself with the Gabrielle imposter, with the real, Lucy Lawless and whatever her name was for that played Gabrielle.
Yeah.
Renee O'Connor.
Yeah. Well, that's a pretty good dress up there. I mean, I just glanced at it. I think so. And
No,
now,
her costume looks on point.
yeah. I think we was talking about the Joker and Batman, what's the difference between then and now, and now I actually got the new Spider-Man that's come, like you got the first one that's out on DVD and stuff like that, and the second one's out in the movies. I haven't really got to see the newest one, so I really can't, compare. Because I know the first three that came out like early 2000, 2001, them three. The first one was good. The second was all right. The third one was like it was good the first time. You watched it again, like wow, you know, it really wasn't all that great. Uh, so, and this one is actually going more toward the comic book because he's actually got the mechanism that shoots the web out instead of being like in the other one. It was part of him. From what I understand. So, all right, going back from like something like Batman redoing it. Uh, does anybody have any other movies or stuff that you know they're redoing that you'd either like the first one better or the remake better?
Hmm.
I don't even know. I'm trying to think about that.
Yeah, I mean you see
Well,
all the movies now are mostly about comic books, old TV shows or movies. You know, there's
Because they're
not
gonna
very
run out of ideas.
yeah,
if I gotta choose, I gotta pick. What's it called? Heavy metal from the '80s. And they
yeah,
did 2000. The first one was still better. Of
yeah.
heavy metal.
Yeah, I don't know which one. I know I seen one of them. I think I seen the one from the 80s. I didn't even know they remade it. So, uh,
Yeah, the new one's all one movie, one story. The one from
Yeah,
the '80s is broken into parts.
it is. Yeah,
hmm,
and it's just better. My
It
opinion.
reminds me more of the actual magazine that the heavy metal magazine. It's all stories. You know.
Exactly.
yeah, a lot of times when you go from like the original to a remake, there's a lot of times they just mess things up so bad it just ain't right. You know, and I guess it's similar like when they put a movie from a book. There's a lot more in the book than you see on the movie.
Exactly.
Uh, Now the one Clash of the Titans. I saw the remake they done a couple of years ago first before I seen the old one, and it's of course I probably like the new one better because I probably know a little better. But if you look back and go back and watch the old one, it's like wow, you know they really kind of chopped it up a little bit. You know,
Yeah, they went for effects. They went for the visual on that one, and I thought it was really well done for the if you're like into the visual effects of it all.
yeah,
I'm partial to the original myself.
and
Those are
then
always better. The originals. Those are
yeah,
always better.
yeah, I think a lot of times that's why you see a lot of them wanting to remake movies because they can do the visuals a lot better.
Yeah,
Uh, on a lot of the stuff, they just gotta work on their storylines. Uh, for the most part, on a lot of them.
they're not as accurate
Yeah,
as
Well, yeah,
originals are.
it's
um,
almost like
oh, go ahead.
go ahead.
Well, I was just to say, two that came out not too long ago that I was impressed with was the remake of Red Dawn and the remake of Total Recall. I was a little skeptical on the Total Recall one just for the simple fact that I actually liked the original a lot. Yeah, they explained in the beginning though when they did those two movies that don't go back to the old movie and go, okay, it's basically the same thing. They changed the story and redid it with somebody else. So they rewrote a lot of it.
Yeah, that's like what was the 18 movie? They actually had it in the Days era. But they actually went back to the time when they was in the army, and but they did it with the last war instead of going back to the Vietnam War. Uh, So it was good. Uh, I would like to seen it more uh, A-teamish maybe. That's what you was used to with the TV show. Because back in when they made the A-team, they shot 1,000,000 bullets in one episode, and no one got killed.
Holy shit.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
because well, back in the day, that you couldn't show people dying on TV.
No, you couldn't.
So they couldn't really have people die. They could get them injured or but it was just so crazy back then on how they'd get in a bad accident. One would flip about 20 times, get thrown out, and they walk away from it.
Different
And
set of rules, in other words.
yeah,
That reminds me of one of the James Bond movies. One of the ones that Pierce Brosnan was in. I was watching it in school, and the teacher was like, "Now notice, as soon as they come out of all this rubble, his white shirt is still very white, and her stockings don't have one rip in it."
yeah,
That was what, late 90s?
yeah. They was very bad about someone like coming out of the water, be all drenched, and you'll see the next thing they're dry, they're dirt dry. It's like okay,
Yeah, what's up,
Super quick
what's up
dry.
with this shit?
what's up with that?
Anyway,
It's almost like they just got a hair dryer and dried themselves off about 5 seconds.
Yep.
No, it's like that movie Last Action Hero. That's what I liked about that. It was funny. He all
yeah.
comes out of the tar pits and wipes off with the towel and he's clean.
Yeah, exactly. What kind of shit is that?
Yeah, or just got into a fight and had cuts all over him. Messed up hair. The next thing, it's like they wasn't even in a fight. So
And because of it, he can tell it's fake. It's obvious.
yeah, so but that was a fun part of I think back in the day with stuff like that.
Hmm.
I think it made it genuine in a way because you go back and laugh at it and it was still either a good movie or a good TV show. So you really can't say well now it sucks. No, you can't really say now it sucks. It's still good because that's just the way it was. That's the way you remembered it.
Well, back then, that was just pretty cool. Back then, nowadays it sucks.
Yeah,
There's better technology these days now too.
yeah. I mean, I think they've worked on a lot of stuff to make sure. Okay, people notice this, so we got to start like, okay, well, you got to cut on the top of your eye. You got to keep that for the rest of the movie.
Hmm.
I think Die Hard and all them. He kept it real with like how beat up he was at the end of the movie,
He did, yeah.
and and you wonder how in the hell did he get out of that.
Yeah.
Uh, let's see. Does anybody got anything to talk about, or y'all minds blank like usual?
Well, you just got a text, so I'm gonna guess that's somebody who may have an idea.
Uh, no, there's somebody added me on Google.
I'm drawing blank.
Joe. Well,
So-
okay, I've got one, although I'm probably like the only one who's gonna be even remotely enthusiastic about it. But hey, since we're talking about Mortal Kombat,
All right.
and I guess maybe somebody said or rather, we were talking about having bad dreams after watching something or other. It made me think of some of the games I've been playing. I don't know if anybody here has played Batman Arkham Asylum. Yeah, if you're not really too aware, if you get really into that game, you can get really spooked out by it. And they got some crazy stuff on these interviews that the characters had between each other, and get kind of creeped out. So, like, anybody ever been like really affected by a video game they played, or maybe a movie they saw, or a song they heard, or anything?
No, because I think horror movies, Emma Twisted, I just laugh at them because I know it's fake. But it's me that's funny.
Yeah. Oh,
But
I understand exactly what you're saying because I'm more into the movies that are a true story, the stuff that actually really happened, so true
same here.
events.
Same here.
yeah, I do like the true story ones, like Gridiron Gang with Dwayne the Rock Johnson. It told a very good story about the teens that was in gangs and stuff like that, and the person actually got tired of like these people are coming in here. They either come back over and over, or they go back on the street and get killed, and they don't have nothing. You know, I mean, the kids, they've been taught wrong, uh, and he actually gets football team up and teaches them through football, and gets them to like one gang member was against another gang member. There was rival gangs, and they become friends and stuff like that. And I think they said at the end of the movie that now since they got the football team, 75% of the kids that go through their program come out, go to college, and stuff like that, better lives.
Yeah.
So it's always good to see a true story, and like a movie like that. When they
I
go back
agree.
and like in the end credits, they would show the real person uh, saying the same thing, and they actually show a video of him saying that your way got you here, so now it's time to do my way to get you out. Stuff like that. I mean, it was so, and not only that movie, it's other movies too. That's I think when it's a true story, it's uh more real, I guess, because it actually happened.
My perspective on those types of movies are basically they're trying to teach younger generation, instead of going out and getting in trouble and doing this, doing that, to be put in those kinds of positions, is basically to take that negative energy that they have and use it towards something positive. Make them feel better about themselves, because a lot of people, you do have self-esteem issues, and a lot of different mental issues that needs to be redirected to something more positive.
Oh yeah, I mean it shows stuff like that.
Very well
Uh,
put too.
so I was trying to think of another movie like that. Uh, I'm really trying to think. Anybody got anything?
I know
After
a bunch of them, but I just can't think of them right now because there's quite a few of them.
isn't the longest yard like
The
that
Longest
too?
Yard, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
I think so.
It's a remake.
yeah, The Longest
All
Yard
these,
was a
yeah,
remake.
yeah,
Uh,
all these criminals on a football team
yeah,
doing something positive.
yeah. Even though it was more I don't think it was a true story,
Yeah.
but it does show, getting a positive out of negative people. But it was
Well,
It
more.
does, yeah,
it's a lot like Dog, the bounty hunter. You know what I mean?
yeah,
He tries to help these criminals, to change their life around. Whether he has to take them in or not, which most of the time, majority he does have to take them in. The bounty hunter, of course.
very
But
true.
the talks that him and his wife give to these people, it does sometimes it does inspire them, but a lot of people they have to learn the hard way, and it really sucks because a lot of people is like, well, you know what, I'm myself, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. I don't care what anybody says. But then you got some that does listen. You know, it's like, hey, you know, this makes sense.
Yeah. And then plus him being a ex-con himself, so he's already been there and I'm not ready. So he knows his shit then because he's a ex-con himself. So so he knows all about it.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm all for. You know what? You need to experience it yourself. Yeah, I've been arrested, you know, a couple times myself. You know, and I know what it is on the other side of the bars, and it's totally different. And I would not recommend it to anybody. But you know, I never went to prison. You know, basically the farthest I've been was the county jail. But you know, the experience was an eye opener. You know, it teaches you a lot of things, and a lot of the things it's supposed to teach you really does. It's basically like, hey, wake up, stupid. You know, you don't want to spend the rest of your life in here. You don't have no freedom. You're not going to be able to do nothing. You know, you can't even shit without our permission. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically the way it was. You know, we didn't get to go outside and enjoy the fresh air or have a cigarette outside or go out, you know, do anything. In county jail here in Missouri, you know, from my experience, we was locked. We was basically in our cell block 24/7. That's it.
That's how it is up here now too.
Right.
And then uh, and for visitors, you know, they'll look him on the fucking screen across the street. You can't even go face to face anymore with the inmates anymore. It's all on a video screen across the street.
Yep. Oh, it's getting so bad these days. It's getting so rough inside these jail cells. You know, it's basically overcrowded. You know, whenever I was in there back in '98. You know, it's just it was like 3 or 4 people in a 2-man cell. You know, and then you had people in the day room that were sleeping on the floors because there was so many people that was in there. You know, it got rough. You know, you take things away from people, especially when, you know, smoking. I smoke, of course, and I know a lot of people in America do, and you know, all over the world really does. You take that away from them, and you're in, you know, in a cluttered place. Guess what's going to happen? The outcome is not good.
No, no, I agree totally. Because it will be a fight.
Mm-hmm.
By all means.
Yeah, just, you know, I've never been in jail. Don't plan on going to jail.
Yeah,
But
from my experiences, you don't want to be in there. It's not the
yeah,
life to live. It really isn't.
yeah,
And, you know,
I
and
got,
I see a lot of these people. You know, they go in there and then they come out because they've been there so long. They're like, you know what, I need to go back because that's all they know. And
yeah,
they're thinking like, I can't make it out here. You know, I can't survive. You know, at least there I've got 3 hots and a cot. You know, I don't want to live like that. Hell, I value my freedom too much.
Institutionalized.
Mm-hmm.
yep. But anyway, does anybody got another uh type of movie they want to share?
Well, I know one that isn't that positive, but it's also a true story though.
What's that?
Blow.
Yep.
Johnny Depp.
Yep.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I've been thinking about it, but you know, I'm a very picky person when it comes to movies. Uh, you know, it's really got to catch my eye. Oh,
Basically, what movies like that are about are the lifestyle of being into drugs and stuff like that. It tries to give you an insight on how that lifestyle is. Uh, you know, it tries to give everybody a better view of what the lifestyle would be like, and you know, it's basically say, hey, you know what, this is your decision. This is what's going to happen if you do this type of thing. You know.
yeah, it's always sometimes a negative can turn into a positive because why would you want to live a lifestyle like that? You know, having because I know a lot of people that gotten clean that's been on heavy drugs like crack and cocaine and stuff like that. and they said, "I wish I never would have touched it." But you know, uh,
Once you're in, it is so hard to get out because the thing is, the everybody's different. Drugs affects everybody differently. But there is some that can get really caught into it easily, and then there's some of them that can just do it and then all of a sudden just quit. So it's different. It's different for everybody. It depends on how your body reacts to it. And everything else. A lot of people say, well, it's all in your mind. Well, yeah, to an extent it is, but a lot of it is the cravings.
It depends on the person.
Yes, exactly. Everybody's different. It's like prescription drugs. Everybody can take the same drug, but the thing is, it's going to affect you a lot different. From each other. No one actually acts the same on it.
Mm-hmm.
all right. Well, I don't want. We're gonna change a little subject here with I just thought of one. Uh, it is
Right.
a true story. Y'all remember the movie called Castaway?
Yes,
I sure do.
Tom Hanks.
I watched it last night, in fact.
That
Badass
was
movie.
that was an awesome movie on how would you feel being stranded on an island by yourself, and could you survive?
Exactly. With nothing.
It's like basically you're starting mankind all over again, trying to
Pretty
figure out
much.
how to learn
Yeah,
how to survive.
yeah, and,
Uh,
and going
yeah.
crazy in the
Yes,
process,
Yeah.
losing
talking to a
talking
ball.
to a
How to
yeah,
hunt. How to make shit. How to
Yeah.
make tools and everything.
yeah,
To get what you need.
I mean, I hear a lot of people nowadays like, you know what? I just wish I could run away and be on an island by myself. You know what? Deep down inside, do you think you can survive it? Do you have the proper knowledge of keeping yourself alive?
These people
Eating
these
every
days, I don't
day.
think so.
Everybody depends on technology nowadays.
They
It's like
do.
everybody thinks. Especially look at Y2K. Everybody thought the world was going to end because computers couldn't reset back to zero. Come on. What did we do before the internet? What did we do before the computers? Come on. Everything was written
Exactly.
down on paper. Everybody was okay then. It was simple back then.
And
Now
even
everything's so complicated.
before fucking cell phones too.
yeah. All
That's
right,
what I meant by technology. So I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dragon.
all right. Well, Toast is gonna have to leave. His meds are kicking in, so
All
he's
right.
gonna sign out. So have a good night, Toast. Thanks
Night
for joining.
toast.
Good night, Toast.
All right, bro. Have a good night.
All right, you guys all take care. You have a great night. It was good hanging out, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Later.
All right, bro. Later.
Yeah, you can catch Toast Monday through Friday, uh, midnight Eastern time to 4 a.m. Eastern time. I know he's been under the weather. Just had surgery this past week, so he might not be on most of the week, or he might. So, but anyway, we was talking about Castaway, and what would you do if you was actually on a deserted island? Of course, I don't think it would be like Gilligan's Island. Uh,
Gilligan's Skipper and Gilligan.
yeah. Well, with Gilligan's Island, you had three women and what, five guys.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So
Sucks to be the two guys, that was without.
yeah,
Usually it was Gilligan and Skipper, so,
yeah,
kind of makes you wonder, huh?
yeah. I think that's a part where that's a part they didn't back then. Of course, back then they did. I think if it was Gilligan's Island today, there would be a lot more to
What was
it.
really going on
Oh,
on the
yeah.
island?
Yeah,
But basically, it painted a picture for you anyway. I mean, you had to really use your imagination back then because, they had to really go by guidelines on what they could actually show back then.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was censored. You couldn't even say ass on national TV because they considered it as a bad word.
No, you couldn't.
They had to bleep everything out, or it was just
They
basically
did.
a blooper.
Yep. Couldn't say. How can I say back then?
You couldn't even say hell, you know, and
No, you
everybody's
couldn't.
been saying that for years. I mean, come on, you know, if you in a biblical sense, you know, hell was around, you know, that word was around forever. That was even for Christians to say.
Well, you know,
Exactly.
this is the way it's always been, I guess. I think late night on the Comedy Central, if you watch comedians and stuff like that, they actually let them be uncut after a certain time.
I
Uh,
think they started changing the I don't know if it was the FCC rules and regulations or whatever it was. It was some kind of a policy for airways to be able to freely talk a little bit more about what they could say. You know, saying certain words they wasn't able to back then. I think it was basically they started changing that stuff like in the late '80s, early '90s.
yeah.
Barnyard radio.
But anyway, does anybody else have another movie to bring up? Because I'm really on the real saying, I'm even looking over here at my movies and stuff, and I
True
really
story.
can't.
True story movies, huh?
Oh,
Mm.
any kind, I guess.
I'm trying to
I
think
think.
of what's
True
up.
movies. Let's if we're going to talk about true movies, I like the well, it's I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Ted Bundy.
I have. I've seen it before.
You know, they have one called uh, Hillside Strangler, or those famous murderers. You know that were actually serial killers, whatever. Those movies are true, and if you watch them, you know, really watch them with an open mind, it will scare the hell out of you. It's like, wow, people really do this, you know. And what goes through their mind whenever they're doing stuff like this, you know, it gets you to
Yeah.
thinking. It's like, what really goes on through in their mind?
Yeah, speaking of, another one. That's from Hungary. It's also true.
Hungry? Yeah.
It's based on the Countess Bathory. It's called uh, Metamorphosis. And it's also a true story too.
I never really got to see that one. I don't know. I was doing statistics one day, and I know this may sound kind of racist or whatever, but I don't think so. It's basically statistics. I looked it up on Google,
Mhm.
and it does show that the white race is more subject to be a serial killer than any other race. I mean,
Mhm.
just because of the statistics and also the records of the serial killers. I mean, if you really look at it, I mean, I think there may be one black serial killer, you know, and one or two Mexican, whatever, Hispanic serial killers, but most of them are the rest of them are the white race.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is crazy.
It is crazy, pretty
I
much.
have, I've noticed that, and I think either some kind of news story, that based something like that, like was talking about it, and yeah, we white people got more crazy things going through our head, I guess.
It's in the water, I guess. Well, no,
uh,
that can't be true either, because if it's in the water, then everybody would be like that. So, you know, I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, and talking about like real stories and total fantasy.
Or
You want
they
to get
ate paint chips as a kid because of the lead paint.
yeah, maybe so. I don't know.
Yeah, asbestos.
Yep.
But But anyway, we're gonna take a break and we're gonna continue this. We'll come back for our last segment.
All right.
Uh, but anyway, if you want to see the replay of this, you can always it'll be on uh, my Google Hangouts Google page, or ask me for the link. And also, if you are on imvu.com, we are working on getting it where you can watch live on IMVU, and I think you can right now if you are on IMVU.
Yeah, you
And
can.
yes, so so yes, you don't even have to get off IMVU if you're an IMVU user. You can watch the replays. You can get the link. Just ask me about for the link, and I will email it to you and all that good old junk. But anyway, we're gonna take a break. Come back for our last segment, and after these messages, we'll be right back. Okay. I'm
Good
gonna have
old
to start
junk.
in. Yeah, I got me started on that.
I guess it's all good old junk, right?
Yep. Hey everybody, you want to be part of this Google Hangout live on YouTube radio or YouTube? Sorry. Then you can add me at wyldwest WSR at gmail.com. You can email me to add you in a circle, or if you got any ideas that you want to give us, let us know, and you can email me there or at owner at wyldstyleradio.com. Just put in hashtag hangout idea or subject, and we'll air it. Or if you got any questions, we are going to start doing questions and answers where you can ask any of the people on the panel a question. So you can email me at wyldwestwsr at gmail.com. But anyway, we are back, and we've been talking about uh, different types of movies all night right here at the Wild Style After Party. It's been kind of one of those more serious talk this time. You know, usually we're hanging it loose and laughing our ass off. Uh, but, you know, we've been talking about the real life story movies, you know, and like Gridiron Gang and Castaway and stuff like that, with having a positive or negative attitude, turning negative into a positive. Um, we're probably I'm going to change a little bit, at least for right now. But we can still talk about true stories. Uh, but I want to go to the fantasy. All right, with fantasy, you know, wherever, even like make believe or fantasy, sci-fi, it usually is tied in with uh, Earth, you know, right here, our world. Uh, and I think the one reason why I like Star Wars like I do is because it has nothing to do with Earth. It's galaxies far, far away. You know, it's all about these different types of planets instead of just Earth. That's what to me it set us aside from Star Trek. Because Star Trek is based off uh, Earth and our world, going to explore other worlds. So I just really wanted to get that out there, you know, and because I don't know if there's any other movie that basically has nothing to do with our planet and our world. But if y'all have a fantasy movie that y'all like to tie into with the true story, real life, y'all go ahead, or because this is our last segment, and we're probably going to end it here in just a second.
Okay. Fantasy movie. I gotta say the comedy version of Star Wars, which is Spaceballs.
Yeah, Spaceballs was hilarious. I think this is the second time Spaceballs has been mentioned on the after party.
Uh-huh.
That movie is too fucking funny.
Yeah, from the beginning to the end, I mean, I think it was a perfect spoof off a movie.
Uh-huh. I agree.
I liked Mars Attack. It was pretty funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who would have
Mars
knew
Attack.
old folk music would blow a Martian's brains apart?
Yeah, that just took the cake there on that movie. It's like we can stop them, and they get old folk movies and they start blowing up. Like, okay, you know, I guess
Kind of gives you
that
the
makes
idea to
sense.
go. Kind of gives you the idea to go to your grandma and say, "Hey, grandma, sing for us." That way we can kill the Martians.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, let's ask Kelly and Ice, the two quiet ones.
I know, right? I was
Okay.
wondering where the hell they were at.
Yeah,
So
they've
was
been
I.
hiding.
I'm not hiding. I'm here.
You're shy.
Yeah, see, I'm shy.
Uh,
You heard that, Randy? I'm shy.
Right. And I'm the Pope.
I was only
Nice to
kidding
meet
too. I was only joking.
Well, don't tell him that now.
It's Billy for that.
Yeah, Callie keeps claiming that she's the innocent one. Yeah, right.
I am.
The
No.
hell you are.
Yeah, everybody step away from Callie. Cause lightning's about to strike.
I know, right?
Uh,
True meaning of ride the lightning, right?
if lightning is gonna strike, I'm gonna stand right in between Wild and Randy. Right there.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be running one direction while I was going the other direction. By God, we're not gonna get struck.
Don't worry, Callie. I'll just hose him down with water.
Okay, deal.
Well, thank
Well,
you,
Rick,
Ice.
You're
I guess-
welcome.
I guess we're screwed, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
God.
I guess so.
It sounds like it.
Anyway,
Anyway,
moving on.
do y'all want to chip in on this conversation, or y'all just gonna sit there and look pretty?
I'll sit here. Don't know about the pretty part.
She
I
said it,
don't
but
know
I didn't have to.
I don't.
I figured someone was thinking it.
Don't sell y'all so short. Y'all know y'all beautiful.
It's like I have any room to talk there, Ice. So don't feel bad.
I don't.
I know I'm not short.
But anyway,
I'm the farthest thing from short.
That's what she said.
Okay.
Anyway,
What were we talking about? Movies.
Carry on.
fantasy movies.
Fantasy movies.
Damn.
Okay.
And no, Callie, it does not have to involve BDSM.
yeah, don't
we
get your
didn't
whip
even
out.
think-
Do what?
Wild said to get the whip out.
Oh, great.
They call that bondage.
Tabletop hula dancer with a whip. Oh my God, that's scary.
That sounds very scary.
And here she says she doesn't want to be on the top of the table.
For some people, that is.
Hey, I would probably break the table. What are you talking about?
Okay.
First thing I do is step on the table and all of a sudden,
This reminds me of the farm animal talk we had earlier. You know about castration.
No, let's not talk about that anymore. So, how's the weather?
Getting a little hot in here.
Alright, well,
Or should I
Ice
say-
is over there quiet, and she hasn't froze.
No, not yet.
there she is.
So, fantasy movie or story movie or wanna add
Thor.
on to this?
There's another good fantasy movie too. Thor.
Thor? Yeah,
Good one, yeah.
I watched that. That's probably the remake a couple weeks ago, or probably a couple months ago. I can't remember.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty good.
Good movie though.
Yeah. I can't remember if I've seen this one or not. No. I think I did, but I can't remember.
I know how that goes.
Yeah, because I fall asleep to movies, so.
How can you these days when kids throwing candy everywhere?
Throwing candy in movies. I was talking about.
Oh,
Right
I
here
thought
in
you
the
meant
house.
going to the theater. I was like,
No,
God.
no, no, no.
Wow.
Who's
But
throwing
anyway,
candy?
Yeah, throwing gummy bears.
I don't have. Well, throwing gummy bears at you is fun.
Talk about gumming me to death.
I like throwing gummy bears at you.
Mm.
I could throw Skittles at you if you
Ah,
want.
You can what?
I could throw Skittles at you if you want.
Taste the rainbow, right? Not gonna go there either.
ah. All right, let's get on track here. Uh, Ice, you got a fantasy movie?
No, not really.
Okay. Just asking. Didn't want to make you feel left out. Um,
That's okay. Don't mind her. She's high.
No, actually, I'm wide awake, which is rare.
yeah, that is rare. I thought she was falling asleep, but
You're lacking on the job there, Wild.
anyway. Oh, let's see. I think we talked about this movie a few weeks ago. Uh, it is based on a true story. Braveheart.
Yes. You standing up saying, "This is the part where he says."
no, it wasn't that one. The movie.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that was Bloodsport you was
I
talking
seen
about.
I seen
Yeah.
a video.
Ah,
That shit was funny as hell.
yeah, I think getting back on track here is not gonna happen. I don't think.
Probably not.
ADHD is kicking in.
Ah, so I guess this is pretty much almost the end. So I guess this is when we need to do this.
Uh-oh.
For the ones that's the DJs like Black, which will be on tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Uh,
Yep.
tell us what you're gonna do uh, tomorrow.
Oh,
What
I'm
you
gonna
gonna
do
do?
is I'm going. Well, my show is pretty much gonna be hard rock, heavy metal, 70s, and some 80s. But
Also,
so basically, everybody got this set. I'm gonna play it.
so yeah, get your the horns out, get your head banging ready.
Absolutely.
Polish your air guitars.
Yep,
Yep.
get
Damn
that
right.
get that your guitar ready. Uh,
Hey, remember when you polish the guitar, it sounds a whole lot better.
Yep. It sure as hell does.
all right, maximum.
All right, this is Maximum Devastation at Wyldstyle Radio. My set is from 4 p.m. Eastern. Sorry, 8 p.m. Eastern to midnight every Monday. And I basically play anything from classic rock to heavy metal and everything in between and all requests. It doesn't have to be the same genre, just whatever is requested, I'll play it.
Uh, and I'm on 8 p.m. to midnight Eastern time, 7 Central. Saturday nights. Actually, I'll be DJing now. Probably this coming on early for the after party is gonna be permanent, where we come on at 10:30 Central, 11:30 Eastern time. So I will be on from 8 p.m. till uh, 11 p.m. on night at wyldstyle.radio.com, and I did 80s tonight. Uh, so I'm kind of leaning toward maybe just do the original kind of wild style. I'm gonna play everything. So it's coming Saturday night. So get ready. It's gonna be party on. So get ready for that.
It's
And
always a party at Wildstyle Radio.
and do not forget, you're gonna have Spunky, DJ Spunky, coming on Monday and Tuesday, noon Eastern time to 4. And Monday you might just hear me come on play music right after her, right before Maximum Devastation. So there you go. Now, if the ladies wanna say their goodbyes or whatever, now is the time. Starting with Callie.
All right. Well, hope everybody had fun. I know we did. We will be seeing you again next week. Bye.
All right, Ice.
This is Ice. Everybody have a great weekend. Happy Memorial Day. Make sure you shake a hand of a vet. Let them know you support them and all of that good stuff. And we'll see you next week.
Yes, happy Memorial Day. Salute to all the troops. Thank you for uh, fighting for the freedom that we have, and also as gave to all the families that's lost a loved one for giving the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you. We salute you. And this is Wild West, along with Maximum Devastation, Black, Cali, and DJ Ice. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week with a lot more. Don't forget, if you want to add any of us on Google, uh, just get us, just look us up, and we will get you on here and keep on watching. But anyway, from all of us, good night.